Hey guys, I'm Morthadon and we are back for Boruto episode 72. I forgot the number and I just looked at it. Man, I'm tired. Alright guys, so I just want to say happy Thanksgiving. This is going to be late for you guys on YouTube, but I hope you guys had a great day. And those of you on Patreon, since early access mumbo jumbo, you're going to be seeing this actually on Thanksgiving. Right now I'm recording the day before Thanksgiving, but regardless of the time period, or maybe you guys don't even celebrate it, but if you do, happy Thanksgiving, and hopefully you guys had a great day, or have a great day, or whatever you're watching this. Yeah. So, anyways, last episode we had, and I guess I'll say it just because I tend to say it anyway. And actually, let me take the spotlight out of my face. The episode's like starting thing is just straight white. Sorry about that. That being said, last episode on Boruto, get on the topic at hand, we had the very nice adventure with the previous Tsuchikage, I think I said that right. And it was kind of a Mitsuki focused episode where he was kind of like trying to figure out if he, is in control of his own actions, if he's his own person, because we know his past, and he's just kind of starting to question things a little bit. And then at the end of the episode, we had some sketchy stuff happening that we might be getting into this episode. Mitsuki possibly knocked out two guards. The theory is that it was him. He got some letter. We don't know. So I wonder what he's up to. I'm looking forward to finding out, though. I can't imagine he's doing anything like evil because he, wants to stay with Boruto so badly. But the only way we can find out is by watching the episode, and I've already talked enough, so let's get into it, shall we? Alrighty, so for full lengthers, we are going to start the episode in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Alright. Hmm. So was this right when they got knocked out? Is this like right before? Oh. Who is this? That's a pretty cool move. Syrup trap. And then they... What? What is that? What? Reminds me of some, like, I've never seen it, but I think Spirited Away, where they have, like, masks on, like, the black monsters. I might be thinking about the right thing. Oh, that's another one. Oh, shit. And that must have been the lightning. So it wasn't Mitsuki, I don't think. I didn't see who that was in the air, though. I guess it could have been Mitsuki with, like, a gang of people, but, yeah, I didn't get to see who was in the air. I was too busy looking at the paper mache butterfly that the one guy has. Doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo. It reminded me of the one girl from the village hidden in the rain, I think it is, that used to be a part of the Akatsuki. She did like all the paper mache stuff. Oh yeah, I didn't mention it, but I have coffee I'm gonna be sipping on, trying to keep myself a wakey. Mm-hmm. 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 All right. So aftermath now. What are you up to, Sai? What are you doing? Doing some investigating? I don't know why I asked, I already know. Yeah. At least they're not dead. Oh, something shiny in the bush. What is it? Ah, headband. Could that be Mitsuki's headband? Hmm. Or just one of the guys who got attacked, possibly. No, you don't. Hmm. Yeah, so Boruto's gonna go find out that he's gone, I think. And that's how he's probably gonna get involved in this whole mess. That's not how that works. Nice try, Boruto. I see you. Hmm. Oh. Like how she had to tell him that. Like he just watched her open that doorknob. Oh, it's open. Did you notice? So what's gonna tip him off? He has a picture of. I thought I saw that in the corner. I was gonna say something, but I was like, no. This is kind of weird that he has a picture of Boruto. It's a little strange. Like, how many of you guys have a picture of your friend, like, framed next to your bed? Oh, they're all looking for him, okay. So nothing in the apartment tipped him off, which I'm kind of surprised about, but I guess he's gonna find out by just looking around and not finding him, I suppose. Hmm. Gonna be like an episode of Boruto realizing how little he knows about Mitsuki. Yeah, about the attack. He's gonna go to that meeting, isn't he? He's either gonna eavesdrop or he's gonna just barge in and be like, I wanna be a part of it. Yep. Oh, he's reporting it. Keeping it from the kids. Yeah. I mean, he's a Jonin, you guys are Genin. Come on, Ninja, letting kids trick you like that. Hmm. So Sasuke is like really on their tail, I guess. Or can somehow sense their approach or something, I guess. I don't know. I wonder if Mitsuki got some kind of order. Oh, Tsunade! Have we seen her yet um, in the show? In Boruto? Trying to remember. Yeah, so I wonder if they were there to like pick up Mitsuki, if he got a mission on that note, and they were there to help him get out. Maybe this will be like an Orochimaru arc kind of thing. Oh, oh, okay, it does. So they're able to determine whose headbands are whose. Interesting. I wonder how they do that. Oh boy. Oh, that's right. She has pretty deep connections to Orochimaru too. This should be interesting. Ah, man, they are still alive. They are so damn old. Jesus. You'd think that ninjas would have a little bit better security when they're talking about these like dangerous matters that these like kids, even though these kids aren't ninjas, but you'd think they wouldn't be able to like slip in all these places and listen. Hmm. Oh, that does look like Mitsuki. Okay, I didn't get to see, like I said in the beginning, I didn't get to see the guy that was jumping. Yo, damn. So he did take part. I still think there's definitely more to the story. Boruto ain't liking that. Yeah, for sure. Definitely too early. Yep, Tsunade just heard about it. Hmm. That's right, Konohamaru didn't know. Tsunade's pissed. Hmm. I mean, makes sense. These old people, I understand where they're coming from, but they're always quick to jump to the worst possible situation. Oh, jeez. Hmm. When did she meet Orochimaru? Was probably back when she was going after Sasuke, right? And learning more about who her mom is, or like if her Sakura is really her mom. Yeah, I mean, I get both of their sides too. That's a struggle. Yeah. Hmm. Damn. That's rough. I get both sides though. Like both sides would make sense, but oh man. Oh. Oh, okay. Hmm. Damn. He left the village. He's a deserter. Interesting. What is that mud stuff? It's hmm. Ah. Hmm. What does that mean? He wanted to do this, but for a good reason. I feel like it'd probably be. I don't know. Hmm. How did she know the? Well, I guess that's like the road out of the village. Okay. How is there no one guarding this after what just happened? Hmm. All right. Damn. I kind of thought she'd say, "I'm gonna go with you." Interesting. I know she's like way more stickler for the rules, though. Oh, she is going. Okay. Yeah. I really want Konohamaru to show up like right now and be like, "I'll go too." Guess not. Okay. All right, and that's the end of the episode. Damn. Do 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 do. I got those beats wrong. Oh, that was a good episode, though. I like that. I like the. I'm liking this arc. I think I'm gonna really enjoy this one. Do 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 do. Hmm. Oh damn! Is this? I just realized. I think this ending is it different, or am I just noticing things? I don't know why I never noticed it before, but Boruto picked up that crystal, which I'm pretty sure we saw in the other outros, but he was handing it to Mitsuki, and Mitsuki just faded. I did not pick up on that earlier. Yeah, and then Mitsuki's not in that shot at the end. Interesting. Alrighty, guys, so that seems like a next time, but it almost didn't seem like one. Crap. Uh, okay, no, I'm pretty sure that's the next time. Alrighty, guys, so that is the end of Boruto episode 72. That was fantastic episode. I think I'm really gonna like this arc because something they did, which is something that's very good to do when you're writing a story like this, is make it understandable from both sides. And so it's not just like one person's being annoying. Because I never like, suddenly hating a character. Like, if I didn't understand where Boruto was coming from, after everything we had going on with Boruto, the revelations he had, the changes he's gone through, and then if I suddenly hated him again because his rationality was, something I didn't agree with, then I'd be very disappointed. Or even if it was Sarada, regardless of who it is. Even the Leaf Village I get, It's the best kind of situation is when you can be like so frustrated because I get it, but like it's like all sides of the story make sense, and that's just wonderful writing. Absolutely love it. So it was Mitsuki in the beginning. I kind of wish I saw him. That would have made the rest of the episode a lot more powerful, I think. But thanks to Ino giving us a little bit of flashback, got to actually see that it was him. Um, yeah, like I said, in the beginning of the episode, I was so focused on the paper mache butterfly that one guy was doing that I didn't look at who was jumping through the sky until it was too late, and I didn't get to see who it was. But it did end up being Mitsuki. He left a snake behind saying this is his will, and he left the village. I guess took out some guards on the way, which I almost also wonder if Mitsuki is doing this to protect someone, like protect Boruto or protect the Leaf Village or something, and he even could have been protecting those Leaf Shinobi. Those guys might have killed those Shinobi, but he might have just knocked them out instead before they could kill him and just said, let's go, Um, I mean, obviously I could be wrong. Maybe they wouldn't have killed him, but that was one of my thoughts. One of the ways that Mitsuki could be, still good. Uh I just find it really like I'm pretty much I'm on Boruto's side of this argument. I don't think Mitsuki would up and just leave like that, like actually betray the village like, Sasuke level of betray. Unless he was being mind controlled because he is, like a clone and artificially grown and whatnot. But if it is his own will, what we've seen of Mitsuki so far, I don't think he has evil intentions. So obviously we got to see more to find out if that's really the case and what's really going on and why all this is happening and everything. But I love the conversations between Boruto and Sarada once again because I relate to both of them. Boruto wants to save his friend. He doesn't think his friend would do this. And Sarada is looking at things from all angles. She probably doesn't think that he did it either, but she's questioning, well, what if he did, It's it's kind of like that thing where like you could live in blissful ignorance or you could look at all the facts before you like judge something, And I tend to be the kind of person that looks at all the facts first. But in the terms of like the show writing, it's definitely like something where I think that Mitsuki is going to end up being good still and having a valid reason for this. But I like that Konohamaru stuck up for him, even though Konohamaru didn't know that he was Orochimaru's son. Even after finding all this out and everything that's happened, he still, is like, it's too soon to jump to conclusions. And those damn old people, the elders of the village, they're always the ones that are like, they have that same Danzo, logic from back in Naruto where like everything's a threat, you just gotta dispose of it regardless. Like no humanity really shown. And like once again, that's another way that I understand them because they're just trying to keep the village safe, but that's definitely not the viewpoint I have. But my viewpoint's closer to Sarada's, but leaning more towards Boruto's, I think. So, um, but yeah, there's just a lot of powerful conversations this episode. Boruto really realizing that he doesn't know much about Mitsuki. He didn't know where he lived. He didn't know, like, any of his favorite hangout spots and, like, stuff like that. He didn't, there's just so much he doesn't know about Mitsuki that it's, he probably noticed it now, and I could see after this arc them being a bit closer and hanging out a bit more, maybe. You know, Providing that Mitsuki's back in the village and everything is okay. I mean, it's kind of crazy though because the Leaf Village like flip flops so easily. Like 1 minute the class rep girl did the whole like Nue arc thing, and she was just in jail for a little while, and then she was let out, and she's just living a normal life again. Yet they're ready to like take down this evil criminal Mitsuki who left the village. Which I mean, obviously it could be the same thing. I guess it could follow the same path. They did arrest the class rep girl, um, and put her in jail for a while. They could just arrest Mitsuki, put him in jail for a little while, and then release him once they figure out the whole story and everything. But also, let's talk a little bit about the Leaf Village's security. How, like, I understand that these kids need to like go off and do their journey and stuff, and like it's just the writers making an opening for them to do all this stuff. But you'd think that in a world where there's these ninjas that can jump all over the place and do all this stuff, they wouldn't be like tricked by a shaking bush to let down their guard at the door and let people sneak in, or not notice them creeping around in the air vents. Like, obviously, they wouldn't be able to see them in there, but if you move around in those air vents, they're pretty loud. Like, any movie you watch, they're like clang, 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 clang. Like, even a ninja, I don't think, could move around silently, even if you're trained. There's just some things that you can't do. And obviously this is all just plot devices that the writers chose to do. But and then sitting right outside the Hokage's window, listening to like a very important Leaf Village meeting between like a lot of the higher ups in the village, you'd think they'd have people on like the buildings across looking at the place, and then them leaving the village at night. They literally just sat up there, talked it out, and then just jumped off the top and ran off. Like, why were there guards there when Mitsuki was leaving, to the point where Mitsuki had to attack him, but there's no guards when Boruto's leaving? I don't know. It's a little inconsistent. It's a little silly, but it's a silly show, and I'm okay with it. But it's just something that I noticed, and I really wanted to point out because it's kind of funny. Um, but yeah, I really thought during this episode that they would find something in Mitsuki's apartment, and then they would have gone straight to like Konohamaru or Naruto or something. But it kind of pulled a little twist on me, and they didn't. Everything looked normal. And they ended up just asking around, and no one saw him, and that's what tipped them off. That's when they went to Konohamaru. Konohamaru realized that there could be a connection to this, but denied everything because he's just trying to keep it from the kids and all that. But yeah, man. Other than that, I mean, other than these like dilemmas going on, there wasn't that much to the episode to talk more about. I guess we could talk about the bad guys right at the beginning. I guess I didn't mention that too much. The guys at the beginning seem like they were, I don't know, like what village they could be from, because obviously that there's techniques that could be spread from various locations. Um, there was something about them that reminded me of the Hidden Rain more than just the guy with the paper mache stuff. The paper mache stuff really reminded me of the girl from the Hidden Rain back in the Naruto series and the Akatsuki and stuff like that. But I'm trying to figure out, like, there's something else about their designs that kind of reminds me about that. But I feel like it'd be a little weird for Mitsuki to be teaming up with the Hidden Rain, so they might be just working for Orochimaru. Maybe this all ties back to Orochimaru. I don't know. I guess I could go back to the beginning of the episode and take a look at these guys again, possibly. Let's see. Do they have any headbands or anything? No headbands. They got like very like blank eyes. Hmm. Like the mud creature thing. It's weird. Alright. He like popped out a little butterfly. Yeah, I don't know. I guess they do look like they could be like Orochimaru's something, you know? I don't know what was up with the paper mache, not the paper mache, but the origami is what the word I'm trying to say. I guess I've been saying the wrong thing this whole time. Um, but I don't know. It's interesting. The one guy had like Earth style, I'm guessing, where he controlled like a little mud dude. I don't know how that works though, because it seemed like it was like attacking the snake that Mitsuki left behind, which kind of leaves me to wonder if they didn't want the message to get back to Boruto or to get back to anybody in the Leaf Village. So it's trying to smother the snake, kind of like Mitsuki went with them, but and agreed to go with them, but they have ulterior motives, possibly. That kind of like gives me those little vibes, you know. But the little mud stuff was acting on its own. I'm assuming the shinobi's nowhere nearby. So is it its own living creature, or is it like lingering chakra that they could make like still do things from a distance? You know, kind of like Naruto can make his shadow clones and send them off like really far, you know? So, you know, chakra can separate from the body and go long distances. So it could very easily just be something like that, you know? And it could just be like on a, you know, autopilot command kind of thing, or I don't know. I mean, I guess somehow the shadow clones control themselves, or somehow Naruto controls them. I've never fully understood how all that works, um but yeah, and I guess real quick for like probably the last thing to talk about is a little bit about Mitsuki's will. This was a big topic in the previous episode when it came to, you know, the talking to the Tsuchikage about everything, and Mitsuki really like wondering whether or not he has his own way and stuff like that. I wonder if this could be just a random thought, if this could be something where Mitsuki is trying to figure out if he has his own will. Like maybe this I mean there's other ways to go about doing it, but maybe this was a order from Orochimaru. Maybe Orochimaru is hatching some plan and he needs Mitsuki. He left the letter and then although wait, hold on. Uh Last episode we had a pile of sand in front of Mitsuki's door. What if those guys somehow got in the village or sent that little mud thing in the village and it like slipped under his door, left that little like dirt pile that Mitsuki found, left the letter, and then just took off and could have got away pretty easily. It could have been that. Like I thought like Orochimaru maybe did, but that doesn't mean it's not tied back to Orochimaru. That could still be a letter that Orochimaru wrote and these guys just delivered it. But I just put that connection together. I didn't think about that before. Um, I like that theory, so I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna say that little mud thing is the one that dropped off the letter, so those guys were like hanging out around the village or whatever. But either way, what I was saying was I wonder if Mitsuki is going to test whether he has his own will. Like this is Orochimaru asking him to do something, and he's gonna go there and like openly refuse and see what happens, you know? this could be him testing things to see if Orochimaru could just be like, well, fine, you won't do what I say, turn on the puppet strings, and you have to do what I say, kind of thing. So I don't know. Be kind of interesting if that's the route he's going with it. But the other way you could test the will is just to not go in the first place, but obviously that's a boring story. That was why, like, when I first thought of this theory, I was like, oh, well, because, if he really wanted to test his will, he could just, burn the letter and not leave the village, and then if he doesn't get, like, forced to leave the village, if he doesn't get, like, mind controlled and walk out, then he knows that, uh, he's acting on his own will, kind of thing, but I don't know. That was just another theory I had. But other than that, I don't know what he could mean by "this is my will," because I don't think it means what the show wants us to think it means. Like, because the obvious answer is that Mitsuki did this on purpose and he betrayed the village, right? That's the obvious, very simple explanation that, I wouldn't say most people would come up with, because I feel like most people would be doubting that Mitsuki betrayed the village, like most viewers. But if you had a very simplistic outlook on the show, then that's like what it boils down to. But there's obviously a lot of deeper meanings hidden in all this stuff. But yeah, guys, I guess that's all I really got to talk about for this episode. But it was a good one. I very much enjoyed it. I'm really looking forward to where they go from here and how they resolve, Mitsuki's character in this arc, and what kind of crazy stuff we might see. But very, very much looking forward to it. Thank you guys for watching. And if you guys enjoyed, you can hit that subscribe button. I'd very much appreciate it. Anyways, and then there's all that Patreon junk in the description you guys can check out if you want. But yeah, guys, once again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Have a happy Thanksgiving once again, and I will see you guys, or hope you had a one. Whatever. You know what I mean. Anyways, bye-bye, guys.